got the Titans' sure-handed tight end. He really came through last week, going for 126 yards. It's the Titans and the Texans on EA Sports.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Fields. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On the handoff, here's Campbell. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. Steps away. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 7. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from it. Incomplete pass.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Yeah, this is taken at the 23. The Titans now just about ready to take. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Team. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 87 yards. Now this one complete on the slant route.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Here's
2nd and 10. Now it's Fields out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Forced out to his left. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run, it's Campbell. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive... At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
You talk about this Titan defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Teague. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Teague, well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. We are in for a good one as we're through 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And we're going to the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we won.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down by a couple of yards as we're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Over on... To hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Hands it off out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Herbert. This is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Found good room to run there. Returns of 14 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Fields on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Campbell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, fighting off the defender. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards off. offense as they take over. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On gain of 12. 1st down, Houston.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Texans.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Now Fields. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Running left is Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And quickly they get to the line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here we go. 2nd and 5. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. On the run, it's Campbell. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll try again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Touchdown! Marvin Mims from 4 yards out. And the Titans have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, there's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And here comes the Texans now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He finds his man complete. That's long. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To the air again, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Texans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Herbert now. He finds his man complete. That's long. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's White. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, and he's going to go down again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On first down, Teague. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down now, Teague. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 6-yard line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Houston. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Herbert. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man,